Alright, so these first couple of videos that I'm gonna make aren't gonna be much. Maybe they'll get better in the future. I'm hoping they will. But uh, I don't really have any direction as to where I'm going. I said I was gonna do like different, every day of the week, Monday through Friday, was gonna be a different topic. But I wanted to, for this video, I wanted to talk about like different car things that I've learned this past week. Mostly about Dodge. Now, I'm a Ford guy, so I will talk about Fords in this video a little bit later. But some of the things that I've learned this week when it comes, and most of them I've learned from Donut Media, which is, like I said, is my favorite other company. The first off, I learned that, let's just talk about some of the new cars that are going to be coming out. First off, I learned that they're going to drop the Hellcat engine into the Dodge, into a Dodge Ram truck, and they're going to be calling it the TRX. So there's that. Then I learned also from Donut that the Demon, they're going to be producing a even faster version of the Demon, and they're going to be calling it the Ghoul. Now, keep in mind that the Demon is the same 6.2 liter engine from the Hellcat with a bigger blower on top. And so what they're going to be doing for the Ghoul is they're going to be putting possibly the same engine with maybe even a bigger blower on it. Or the other possibility is they could be putting the 8.4 liter V10 from the Viper in the car. And they're not just going to stop there. They're going to put they're going to supercharge that beast. Those are just possibilities right now. All we know for sure right now is the name. It's going to be called the Ghoul. And it's going to be $200,000. So, yeah. And then the other thing, too, is freaking Corvette, man. They released the Zora, the C8. Finally, mid-engine, like everybody's been wanting. There's some guys where I work. They not people, not my coworkers or anything like that, but people that I work with, or no, like I said, not my coworkers, but people that went to, or that they're up there every day, and a couple of them were car guys, right? And they were talking about like mid-engine cars and how the engine's so close to your back and stuff. And I told them, I was like, look, Ferrari, Lamborghini, all of them have been making mid-engine cars, and those have all been, feet away from your backs too. And they're like, oh, but the heat and the noise, and what if it blows up or something like that? Like I said, Ferrari and Lamborghini and all those people have been making mid-engine cars for as long as I can remember. So, I mean, yeah, Chevy has never made. Well, it's not GM it's not that GM has never made a mid-engine car. Because if we all remember, the Pontiac Fiero was mid-engined. Kind of like it was meant to be like an MR2 fighter, which I'm very happy about. I'm not a Chevy guy. My dad is. But the Pontiac Fiero, like I said, I'm very happy that they made an MR2 fighter because I don't like Toyota. That's the other thing. something I should have mentioned in my intro video. I do not like Toyota. I do not like Japanese engines. I'm sorry. 2JZs, no. Now, I'll admit one engine I think is pretty cool is the rotary engine that they stuck in the RX-7 and RX-8. I think that's pretty cool. But other than that, no. And I'll admit I did watch the MR2 episode, or no, it wasn't the MR2 episode. It was the Celica Supra. They called it the Celica. It's Celica. Everybody here calls it Celica. But it was, what was the name of that? Wheeler Dealers. They're two British guys. So, and it used to be Ed China was the mechanic, but now it's Mike Anstead. Or, no, Ant Anstead, I'm sorry. Which, by the way, did you know he was married to the one of the girls on HGTV? I'm not into that kind of stuff, so, yeah. And then I promised I was going to talk about something from Ford. And something, yesterday, on my Facebook, I came across a video of them testing the new all-electric Ford F-150 concept. Or, well, not concept. It's a reality. It's happening. They're going to start selling it next year. But I remembered that I had seen somewhere that Ford had bought an electric truck company. They bought an electric truck company, and now they're coming out with an all-electric Ford F-150. Coincidence? I think not. Sorry. And then, now, for all those people that don't like cars or don't know nothing about cars, that's fine, because since my YouTube channel's name is The Hodgepodge Guy, I'm going to talk about the NF album that is coming out in 3 freaking days, which I am so excited for. He's already come out with a bunch of singles. Now, I remember the last, I think it was the last Skillet album, when they came out with it, they pretty much released all of the album as singles ahead of the release date. NF's not doing that. I'm actually kind of, I'm kind of happy at the same time, but I'm kind of mad because nobody does that. Now, why would you release pretty much all of the singles on YouTube before you release the actual album? But so far all he's got is The Search, which kind of serves as a intro, because on all of his previous albums he's had an intro track. Intro 1, Intro 2, Intro 3, and last album he had an outro. So maybe that's the reason why he did an outro, because he's changing. And, and one thing I wanted to mention about The Search. In there he says, I've been making a whole lot of changes. I wrote a song about that. You should play it. And I'm like, why, NF? Why you gotta tease us like that, man? Because we can't play it because it ain't out yet. That's not fair. But he's really, and most people don't realize, but Y is also a single from the new album, which is going to be called The Search. And then he also released When I Grow Up, and then he also released Time. Now, let me get, lots of people, I'm on a couple different fan pages on like Facebook, and I'm also on a fan page on Reddit too. But he doesn't talk. Everybody's always like, oh, I've been streaming Time nonstop, blah, blah, blah. And Time is a relationship song. The way I see it about NF, his songs are fall into one or two categories. Either gritty, hard-hitting stuff that he just there's some, and then there's some of his gritty, hard-hitting stuff. Even his gritty, hard-hitting stuff goes into like two different categories. Either he's bragging about his skill and stuff like that, which I don't mind, even because he's not really a Christian rapper. He's a rapper who happens to be Christian, but everybody wants to box him in and call him a Christian rapper. And no, don't do that. He's not a Christian rapper. He's a rapper that just happens to be Christian. Yes, he signed to a Christian music label, but that doesn't mean he's a. Do you see him at Winter Jam? Do you see him at do you see him at Winter Jam? Do you see him at Christian music festivals? No, you do not, because nobody's gonna want him there. Because lots of Christian music is about hope and peace and joy and love and all this other good stuff, and his music just ain't that. But like I said, let's focus on his relationship themes. I don't like his sappy stuff about relationships. I just don't. Just never been appealing to me, because that just doesn't seem like NF. But he's coming out with more and more and more of those relationship type songs, and that's why I just don't listen to it. So, yeah, this is my second video on my channel, and I still have no subscribers yet. Hopefully somebody will search for this, and I don't know. So, if you could, like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Alright. Thanks. Bye. That Hodgepodge guy, yo. Hopefully I'll be working on making an intro soon. And making these videos better. Bye.